It's been 6 weeks since the killing of George Floyd in the United States led to protests around the world about social inequality and race relations. But has the Black Lives Matter movement made any difference in the workplace? Nadia Jani has been speaking to 5 women from this region about their experiences.
Hi guys.
Hey Nadia.
Hi Nadia.
Hi Nadia.
5 black women, 5 different industries and 5 experiences of racism.
It's just got worse. I've worked with 3 different companies and it's just got worse as I've moved on. Because I have a white male counterpart, it's more obvious for me to see certain things. So like he's given the freedom to, work as he pleases and not follow processes.
The first job I had, and one girl said to me, in just about 20 of us in a big room, and she's like, "Oh, why don't you entertain us?" And I thought, me? Why me? And I was quiet. I said, "Oh, that's what you guys do. Why don't you rap for us?" And I thought, my goodness.
Do you think there are barriers for black women to get ahead?
The hurdles are definitely there. They're silent. They're not necessarily in your face, but I find them they're very covert and undercover.
Now, this is something a lot of black women were told growing up.
I definitely feel that I have to work twice as hard. Also, the fact that I come from an African household, it's something that you learn from a very young age.
Many agree that they often have to change when at work.
I very much developed a sort of code switching mentality. It's embracing the dominant culture among certain groups, so your co-workers.
Has the Black Lives Matter movement had a positive or negative impact on work?
It's been such a positive experience actually for me, and I think it's definitely allowing people to hear our voice, and I don't feel afraid to say things anymore.
So, ladies, what do you think progress looks like a year from now?
More representation. You know, the saying of a seat at the table, several seats actually at the table.
More of an understanding and a reflection of culture within institutions, within organisations.
Like not having to face those indirect to direct stereotypes on a day-to-day. Like you can come to work and you're not seeing the colour of your skin.
Changes are happening that some feel are long overdue.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
bye.
Nadia Jani, BBC Look East, Cambridge.
Well, let's just take on some of the issues raised in Nadia's report. Dr. Shima Barakat joins us now, and she's the founder of the Impact Women's Network. Thank you for joining us. Let me start with asking you if there is a double-edged sword here. It's good to raise problems, but in doing so, are women just seen as complaining all the time, and that is why so few women complain?
Unfortunately, yes, that can be. We know that the price for standing up, for negotiating, for speaking up is high for women. And once you add other minority issues, it actually just compounds the problem. So what a white woman can say and get away with, an ethnic minority woman might not at all. So the BAME community, particularly the women in them, are actually between a rock and a hard place.
So we have to work twice as hard, we have to be fun and entertaining. These are the comments that we hear again and again. We're not part of the gang. How do you change attitudes?
That's a very good question, because also fun and entertaining means you get put into a box of not serious, not smart, not good enough, not as good as the others. Your place there is less legitimate. You're only there for the entertainment. So we talk a lot about broken systems, and the system is broken, and we must find ways to start bringing these cracks together. I keep talking about kind of tears in our social fabric. We need to tie those up and not throw the onus on in this case, the wronged. We can't look at the BAME community. We can't look at the women to expect them to stand up for themselves. The onus is on the majority to start taking some really good, hard looks at themselves, at their practices, at unconscious bias. But truly challenging themselves. I even had a conversation this morning with some colleagues who I know are open and are trying their best. And I looked at a panel that they were agreeing, and they were all middle-aged white men. And I said, we can't proceed with this. And they said, oh, yes, but we invited women. We couldn't find other ethnic minorities. And I said, well, that isn't their problem. That's ours. We need to try harder, not expect people to accept invitations.
Well, given that, and what we have seen in the last few weeks, how confident are you that George Floyd's death is a bellwether moment in the last few seconds we have?
Oh, I'm hoping it is, and then that's going to be the trigger that changes everything. It triggers conversations, and that's really important.
Dr. Shima Barakat, many thanks for your time.